She was cute, and I looked up and saw her, and I fell in love right then.
Wayne and I met almost 20 years ago at Mardell's Christian Bookstore in Edmond. He was working in the music department and I was a cashier for Mardell's. We began visiting with one another, and I was just attracted to the way that he treated customers with such care and time.
Her love and her faith in God and her desire to take care of the family.
He's a servant. He loves to serve the Lord and he loves to serve his family. He's constantly giving of his time. His family comes first, whether that's he and I or our children, and that means a lot to me. Our children were abandoned at the hospital and then taken to an orphanage, and by the time the children turn 4 years old, they're actually sent to an adult mental asylum. And so that touched our heart, and we were actually advocating for their adoption when the Lord spoke to both of us and said, "Why not you?" And Wayne and I looked at each other. We had 2 healthy children at the time, Taylor and Tanner, and we just said, "Why not us?" We saw this little boy, and Wayne said, "He looks like a Dickinson." So we chose him, and for 6 months we worked on paperwork and fundraising, and then it was our time to go. So we went as a family of 4, expecting to come back as a family of 5, and came back as a family of 6, because when we got there, there was a little girl that was 4, ready to be transferred, and they asked us if we would consider bringing her home as well. So of course we said yes, and so we came home, and that was 4 years ago. And then the Lord has a sense of humor and said, "Well, you can do this again." Marcus was actually, we were on our way to Shriners Hospital in Philadelphia. He had spinal fusion surgery, wore a halo for 6 months, and we were given the opportunity to adopt Mia. We didn't know at the time that she required open heart surgery. So you always ask why, why would he ask us to go again, or our hands are, we're full and our plates are full, but we do know now that it's because she required open heart surgery, which she had here, and she's doing wonderful. The medical care and education and therapies that we have here, they never would have had that opportunity. Mia should have had her surgery at 6 months of age, and she was 4. And it's literally by the grace of God that she survived to have that surgery. Love is an action word. Love is something you do, and just the way that he treated me and the way that I treated him in response, and our communication with one another and how we treated each other. Our commitment to the Lord first, and then our commitment to one another. When it's good times, we're committed to each other, and when it's hard, we're committed to each other.
Putting each other, putting her first before me, to know that no matter what happens in our life, that she's going to be there for me, and I'm going to be there for her, through the good times and the bad.
Wayne and I have a covenant with the Lord and with each other that no matter what, that it's not an option to not do this together. We look at each other sometimes and I say, "Is it your bad day or mine?" Because we cannot both have a bad day at the same time, which means we're in it together, but it's the commitment overall. When you get down to it, we're committed to each other and to our family. We've been married almost 19 years, and I wouldn't trade any of it.